here, and on today's episode of WotC Academy, we are going to look at the 40th installment of the Map Awareness series. Um, Again, I'm just going to apologize with this. This is an actual replay, not the usual kind of just um, method of just recording while I'm playing. I kind of had the capture card switched off. But anyway, we are on Sunset Coast. I'm in the SU-122-54. This is actually a tank destroyer I like. It's hard hitting. It's mobile. I think it's a pretty flexible tank destroyer. Of course, opinions may differ on it. But yeah, we are on Sunset Coast, standard battle, the southwestern spawn. And, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the spawn, so I was actually a little bit caught off guard initially when I was like, oh, hey, they're already right up on me. So I did take a shot. I failed to actually pen the, the 50-51, and, so, yeah, I was not paying attention to what I was doing at the time that I was driving there, just kind of having brain fart moments, and did not know how to drive. But that engagement there was not worth it for me. I am a tank destroyer that does not have the greatest of armor, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave. So I'm going to pull back to Artie. Some players out there may view me going right in front of Artie as a bad or stupid idea. At the time, I really didn't care. It was cover for me, and it was distance that still allowed me to actually shoot at these enemy players over here. Now, you're going to see that I'm going to try and do my best here to at least mimic what I was doing at the time with the various zooms. So, apologies in that. I'm going to try and not cause motion sickness here. So, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, and I'm going to try and do my best to do as much damage as I can and help out the heavy tank that's up there. I managed to track the Sturm Tiger, and as well as put a follow-up shot in, damaging the lower plate. And then I also managed to get something there on the CS-63. But at this time, however, they're just moving too fast, and I was already spotted and pretty much getting lit up by everything. Or even Artie wanted to shoot at me, so I was out of there. Now, the map situation here of the lesson of this particular video is you're going to see me moving around a lot, and that's because I'm looking at the mini-map in this area here, and I am moving and reacting based on what I'm seeing on the mini-map. And that's kind of what the whole purpose of the Map Awareness series is, paying attention to your surroundings, not only what is directly in front of you on the screen, but what also is around you on the map. So the E4 was up there. I rolled up. I put a shot into him. I didn't quite catch while I was explaining there if I actually penned or not. And why I don't like doing replays like this is because I don't see my damage counter or the ribbons at all. So yes, so I pulled back and I went to get unspotted, and then I rolled back up here to try and get another shot. But when I rolled up into the original spot, I noticed that these tanks were actually pushing up on the TD buddy of mine over here. He gets taken out, and then lo and behold, an easy shot on the M103 appears, and I didn't hesitate to take a shot there, but I'm pulling back. Luckily, the M103 only managed to track me. I repaired, and I put another follow-up shot into the M103, and again, I'm pulling back. It said this time here that the Sturm Tiger rolls up. I put a shot in using that weak spot that I pointed out in another video of just shooting right into the gun, and I do damage to the Sturm Tiger. I don't think he was expecting that, and I do it again on him. I do have heat loaded at this time. I do want to make that known, so that was helping me out a bit. In this situation, I deemed that having the premium round was a necessity in order to try and win my engagement. Unfortunately, this M103, this tank is not hard to pen, but, if you're shooting at the wrong spots and you just so happen to be angled at the right way, you're just going to bounce. And unfortunately, the M103 just kept hitting the wrong spots. Now, this is, again, one of these map situation type of things. I'm not pushing up on the 870, but I'm watching to see what he does without trying to get myself spotted. and I noticed that he was just pushing around. And I'm going to use the mobility of this vehicle to just come right up behind him and just put a shot into him, damage his engine, catch him on fire, and he's just gone. He's just done. So there you go. Whole situation, base almost completely defended here, minus this E100 that I tried to put a snapshot into, and that just failed miserably. I've used almost all my heat at this point, and all I've got are standard rounds. But yeah, base has been defended. I kept, the good situational awareness of trying to react to where all the tanks were around me, where they were moving, and trying to do the best I could to continuously stay on the move and not get stuck into a corner like you tend to see a lot of people do. They either end up just sticking into one position they think is strong and then eventually just getting swarmed because they can't escape, or they just end up running away, going to some other end of the map trying to spot them, and then nothing ever comes their way. So now I'm pushing in to help out the rest of the tanks over here. It was a 3v2 situation over here, but thanks to Artie, it now was brought down to a 2v2, and I had no idea where the AVRE is. You might think that this might have been the end of me, but I put a side shot into the AR, this thing, the Centurion with the big gun, and I thought I was about to die at that point. But no, I had enough time to actually reload again and put a second shot into the ARV. AVRE. Acronyms are hard at the time I'm recording this. But I had standard rounds loaded. It's just a Centurion chassis at the sides and rear, and that wasn't a problem. And then the E4 fired on the Chieftain, and I took that moment to go in and shoot his lower plate. But overall, a very good game. So, showing you the screenshots that I grabbed after the game, we can see that I got 5 kills with 5,209 damage. I blocked 800 damage with an assistance of 20. Not much given there. Moving on, we can see that I mastered the 122.54, as well as ammo racked someone, killed someone by fire, and advanced my second mark of excellence. And then, of course, naturally, I ended up at the top of the leaderboard given the performance of that game. But, yeah, overall, like I said, a very, very good game with a good lesson behind it. That's going to do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, this has been Darren of WotC Academy.